transmission of the data collected by ESP32. ESP32 uses Wi-Fi to relay all the data that is collected to another website that we have. Maybe the website.
So we have a website here. You can see it.
Yeah, the website is there. So it displays temperature, humidity, pressure, altitude, and any harmful gases. For example, if we live nearby a factory and there are any accidental spillages, the factory would know, but most probably the people there would take time to notice the spillages. So if we use this systems, the local areas can notice spillages instantly.
These are the real-time data. It's directly to 60 we are getting the data for present condition, what the atmosphere is in this room.
So, what is the interval in which you collect data?
So it is continuously updating in the website, sir. For 10 seconds of difference it will be loaded in the website.
So, how will you store so much of data?
Yes, sir. That is the main thing we need to focus on currently in this device. Sir. We are not storing data, any data as of now, but we are only analyzing the data. Whatever we are getting output is plotted in the graph to analyze the data. Sir. So to store the data, we need to think of the memory part of server, cloud service, anything. Looking onto this market trends.
So this is 4G or like what, GSM or GSM, is it?
ESP.
No, but what technology you are using to transfer data?
GSM.
GSM, right?
Wi-Fi modem.
Is it Wi-Fi or GSM?
Wi-Fi modem.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
No, but if it is at remote place, how it will transfer data?
It should be connected to a Wi-Fi system. Then only it will transfer the data to a website. Basically, to access the data in the website, the data needs to be. So real-time display of data will be in the display system. To access it in the website, we need to connect it to a Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi you are using, right? Not GSM, right?
Yes, target markets are smart home automation systems. Currently, the booming topic in nowadays is like smart home automation. In smart home automation, we don't only need only smart close or open the door or turn on light on or off. We need to monitor the temperature, to turn on the AC or to turn on any fans, and we need to monitor this smoke sensors to detect the fire catching accidents in home automation. And we have local delivery services. Currently looking into these apps like Dunzo or Sapto, which deliver the products from one place to another place. They are charging you delivery fees, which is normally quite affordable in normal atmosphere or normal, not a rainy season. In rainy season, they charge the extras. So we can provide them this data like it is going to rain or it will be raining, so that they can earlierly extend the charges of delivery charges and they can be profited.
Do you know what is the problem with this?
What is this?
If you tell them beforehand this weather is going to change, this is happening, that is happening, they will start rushing on the street and create traffic problem for others. What
No,
is
sir.
it?
They also might.
They can
Due to which weather is constantly changing nowadays, we need a constant weather monitoring system. So data is like the knowledge nowadays. Without data, we can't do anything. With the help of data, we can have many number of applications. So we as an engineer we have taken the concept of collecting the data and basically presenting it to the customers as the soft website. So, problem statement of a project. So, this project is in the development stages nowadays and has only 650 weather monitoring stations in India. So, this is a project which is currently in the stages of development, and we have basically made a website which can access the data live without any delay. So we can send it to our customers, which they can access through the data through our website.
The working of an idea can works in this way, sir. And may I show you the this is our working system.
Put this bus into a full charge. So sir, this is a tried and tested technology, and there is a huge market potential onto our Indian cities because we have huge number of bus stops here. Also, our transit systems will become very much efficient because the return on investment is very high. Because ultra capacitors have around 10 lakh charge and discharge cycles, where as compared to lithium-ion batteries we have only 3,000. So it is a huge difference in charge and discharge cycles. Also, supercapacitors helps in regeneration also. It can take up huge amount of energy when the bus is regenerated through deceleration. So here is we can get out with the infrastructure part. We can develop a business model onto setting up the infrastructure, get the infrastructure sold to the government. We operate onto a B2G segment. So also, sir, this IoT-based Rashtra also maintains a record of what buses have come and which bus number has come and what is the registration number and all that for the security purpose. Also, it also describes what is the frequency of the buses coming at what time and everything. So it is an all-in-one technology coming onto our smart bus stops in the future. So we are aiming to put all these systems onto our bus stops in further. So you might be also wondering how do we give a power of 350 kilowatts. If we try to source it from the grid, there will be a power outage nearby for the residential areas. So what we do is we have a separate grid for this. So that grid is completely clean energy. So the grid which we have consists of iron and batteries, which generates electricity from rusting of iron. So iron has been used as a great, I would say, anti-dense material in their batteries as an anode. So the rusting gives out electrons and those batteries give out electricity. That clean electricity drives these fast chargers all across the cities. So sir, this was our presentation. Hope you like it. If any further questions between the subsequent charging station. Also, it will also tell the fast charging that the only this amount of energy is required for a bus to charge. It won't supply more more amount of energy when it is being charged. So to avoid over voltage, overcharging, that communication system is achieved using IoT. So normally in this case, our electric vehicles are plugged in using our CCS type of chargers. So what they do is they contain the power outlets also. But with that we have a communication wire also. So it is a wired communication between the vehicle and charging station. So there actually communication happens between the vehicle where its battery life, battery percentage, all is calculated and received by the charging station. But in here we are actually doing it wirelessly, and this operates using the signal strength mechanism. So what it does is, if this fast charging station receives any sort of signal coming from the bus, so it will start getting that bus into the radar. It will start getting that bus signals, and it will try looking out how far is the bus in its radar. So when the bus arrives nearby to it, it will start strengthening its signal, because the lesser the distance, the more signal precision that becomes. So what happens is the signal strength will be very high. So then fast charging system will be totally, I could say, powered up, so that it is very much ready to charge the upcoming bus which is coming there. So then that comes in, and the pantograph deploys onto the bus. So the bus guide rails will act as a charging rails, so that 350 kilowatts of DC power will be sent straight into our ultra-capacitor battery stack. And also, you might be thinking, what if we run out of charge? So we have an auxiliary battery system, which is not consisted of lithium-ion battery. We are making it of aluminum air batteries. So these aluminum air batteries are highly energy dense than the lithium ion batteries. They can offer a significant amount of range when we run out of charge with the ultra capacitors. So sir, we would like to show what we have developed till now. Yes sir, this is how it looks like. So sir, before the bus would arrive, so the transmitter which is being placed onto here interacts with the fast charging station which is there. So near the bus, if the bus can travel up to 11 kilometers, then the same cycle can be repeated onto very different bus stops it travels along, and can be recharged within the ingress and egress of the passengers which are coming out of the bus. Right. So our study estimates that our city plan, or whatever the bus stops are planned in our city, they are each bus stop, each sequential bus stop is only within 5 kilometers of distance. So what happens is when we use an electric vehicle or an electric bus for our city transit system, the upfront cost becomes very much high. So what happens is the return on your vehicle, like the profit you earn upon the vehicle's deployment, will be very less over time, because the battery degrades very highly. Then it can't give so much of charge cycles. It can't take up so much of regenerative power which is coming out of deceleration from the vehicle. Also, it can't handle fast charging up to very great extents, which degrades the battery life. Also, there is a risk of fire. There are so many catastrophic accidents which are happening onto lithium-ion batteries which are deployed into the electric vehicles. So, what we are addressing is our core technology comes out to play as ultra-capacitor buses. So, we are talking about the flash charging. So, flash charging refers to charging of a full vehicle within very less amount of time. So, what happens is we are getting around 350 kilowatts of DC power straight onto the bus's guide rails, which are mounted onto the bus stop. Next, that pantograph lays down onto the buses and charges it when it is stopped for getting the passengers in and out. So
it drives pantograph outside here.
yes sir. So this is what our system actually
Then
develops.
there must be poles and other things.
Correct sir. So what our business model comes into play here is we are looking for to get the flash charging system, the whole infrastructure, getting onto all the bus stops. We are targeting all the bus stops in our country, the urban city bus stops in our country, so that we can maximize maximize profits out of putting all these infrastructures onto all that bus stops. So that we can just put on to all that bus stops charging stations. Then buses can come in, they can charge within seconds, they can travel up to 11 kilometers, substantially reducing our energy content. It's an estimate that bus uses almost 1 unit of electricity for traveling out for 1 kilometer. So here we are only using ultra capacitors which are high capability to charge and discharge. So what happens is they can easily take on high amounts of charge at once, and they can sustain the charge up to the next coming bus stop. And through that we can achieve a
batteries. We are getting the batteries and storing in ultra capacitors.
Yes sir, we are replacing the batteries. We are not using lithium-ion batteries. Lithium-ion batteries are very much expensive and they are hazardous. So what we are doing is we use ultra capacitors here in combination with.
Capacitors don't come in such a high voltage.
Yes sir, we stack them up. Like the batteries, we stack them up in series and parallel combination, so that we can get the optimal voltage or the energy capacity what we require. And then coming on to a charging station. So here it is IoT powered charging station. So what actually it does is buses will be equipped with the transmitters, and these are equipped with the receivers. So what happens is when the bus is approaching to the
The person immediately, because we have a speaker for his legs, which immediately alerts the person, so the person can be saved. And coming to the business model, our business model is to first of all generate these classes and then market them, and also after marketing we need to improve the software updates, everything, and all the is what we wear. But from the user point of view, all the things will be displayed here. As I told for deaf individuals, the opposite person what they are talking, the cameras will detect it, and that is when the speech to text recognition takes place, and the text will be displayed here so that the blind person can read and he can respond back. Sorry, deaf person can read and respond back. Sorry. And,
Okay.
so, sorry.
It's okay.
This is our project, sir.
So it is like on paper only, right?
Yes, sir, we are still working on the software, and then we have to develop the hardware yet. It's
No,
still not.
this kind of thing you can make, but I am afraid of that weight of that device actually. You know, see, my smartphone is around 128 grams. Okay, just holding it is creating problem for me. Okay, so I don't know, sir. Any
You
input?
employ someone who can hold it.
But sir, if you see like that also, like industry is growing, and we are right now working on
No, but then what will be the cost of all this?
cost will come around.
And what about those who have already glasses? You can project it on their glass, or this is like some different glasses you have to use.
It is basically built for a blind individual. No?
Okay. Oh, blind for. Okay.
Yeah, but deaf people understand.
So you have to make it black then, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, a person is blind. Okay.
That is the reason, sir. The black specs are there. That people are not wearing it because they feel that they are discriminated. Like everyone keeps on commenting. You know,
No
they
reason.
don't get the
There is
respect.
reason for wearing black spec, right? There is some reason for wearing black spec, right? You know.
Black specs is literally like because people can identify.
So they are black people.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine.
You are in which department?
Yes, yes.
Where it is wearing it?
This is our individual project, sir.
From the class which is built, we will convert speech to text translation for a deaf individual who is wearing these specs. Instead of wearing a hearing aid which will not give 100% translation of what is happening, if we wear these specs, whatever they are speaking will come into the screen. And there is a blind individual is trying to wear it, there will be a text to speech conversion where if he is trying to read a book, it can read it easily without depending on anyone. And there are built-in cameras.
This is not cloud based, is it? Is this cloud based or a standalone system is there? Cloud.
Cloud-based, sir.
And there are many built-in cameras and we have a GPS report where if a blind person is trying to walk and it will alert him, okay, some vehicle is coming so you have to stop it. And there is a AI-powered voice and facial recognition which acts as an Alexa if you have seen for the accurate translation. And there are also built-in many languages and support if a person is not able to understand English. So there are other languages which you can offer.
So yeah, the first of all, our project is
Okay.
like,
I have one question. What is that weight of that your device?
it will be the normal bits.
Forget spec. On top of that, you are putting your device, right? So what is the weight?
Sensors and
No, forget sensor. I want weight of that device. Approximately. Four grams. 4 grams.
250, something like that. In that range, we can make it, sir, like micro-size version using
Okay,
everything.
okay.
First, I'll explain it, so then we'll show the model.
Yeah, sure.
So, first of all, our project is to aim for the blind and deaf individuals who are right now not like.
Sir?
Sir. So, because you know, like hearing aids, people don't wear it right now because there's a lot of discrimination.
10 minutes.
Lot of discrimination, like they feel that they're insecure, that people will judge them, people will think that, people will think this, so they don't wear it. Even though they are having some hearing problems, they don't wear it. Even the blind people,
Ocular means what exactly?
System project means it's a company basically. It's
No,
related to specs.
it should mean something, right?
Yes.
I mean, how can you? Oh, it means specs.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a name of
Name of?
the company.
No. Forget name of project. What it means exactly? Okay. Okay.
Sir, I have seen and
So,
but
sir, if you consider an existing weather monitoring system, it will cost approximately between 15k to 25k. That can be for an individual person. If you consider as a country as a whole, which spans over thousands of kilometers, I agree it is not feasible for the government alone. So it has to collaborate with partners like companies like Zomato and Zepto. If you consider Zomato, sir, it has recently launched a project which constantly monitors weather. So why does it, as I told you, depending upon the climate of a certain place, the company can decide on which product the offer has to be given. So the company has to collaborate with the government in order to do this. But actually it is feasible. And by reducing it to a larger amount, larger extent, larger units, we'll be able to cut down the cost. And also we'll be able to get data from the government, from the Ministry of Power and Power. It is required to have proper lighting for them to access remote areas. So what happens is when you consider a case study of Trivandrum alone, according to 2015 scheme of National Street Light Program, it was initiated to convert all the mercury lights into LED lights. If you consider a case study of Trivandrum alone, at approximately 90,000 street lights were converted from the conventional mercury lights to LED lights, which resulted in the reduction of consumption energy from up to 50%. So it was previously it was 89 megawatts and it was reduced to 40 megawatts. And by implementing our system, we are aiming to cutting down it to 75%.
That megawatts over what period?
90,000 street lights.
No, over what period? 1 month, 1 year?
So it's actually 1 year.
Oh, okay.
It's actually 1 year. And by
you say megawatt, it is like total consumption.
sir, it is the total consumption of
Instant, at that instant.
Yes.
We have to calculate in terms of energy, hours, megawatt hour, kilowatt hour, like that. That means something. You go home and see your energy meter. The energy meter
could be megawatt hours.
will be kilowatt hours or megawatt.
Kilowatt hours. Yes. So how our system actually works is, so it has 3 modes, right? One is the off mode. During the daytime, it is not required for us to switch on the street lights. Yes. No, we don't want street lights in the morning. And when it gets dark, we have a sensor which detects the darkness and switches on the light automatically. And this light stays with full intensity when people are working, when there is motion. And when there is no motion during midnights, the intensity will reduce to 20 to 30%. Why is it required? When you consider climate, environment doesn't have humans itself, it has animals. Some animals require darkness to migrate and reproduce. So, in order to reduce climatic effect like light pollution, we are implementing this process which reduces the intensity to 20 to 30%, which helps also human to move and also it is safer for the environment. So by this, we will be able to cut down the energy cost by 75%. Moving on to the second area, that is the weather monitoring. Why do you require weather monitoring? We have Google Weather, right? It shows us some temperature and it is enough for us. But for us it is enough. But delivery apps like Zomato, Zepto, Ola and all operate in local areas. When you see Google, it has map for every road that we move, right? So, in order to access the data of every road, Google requires accurate data. It requires accurate positioning of data. When you consider a location like Kumaraswamy Fort Cross, nowadays in Bangalore situation, it is warmer in this road and it is raining in the other road. So, apps like Zomato requires customers to be attracted. How do they attract customers? So, they take data of a certain location, like for example Kumaraswamy level. It's actually hotter in this region now.
when it is hotter, people tend to have more ice creams, right? So when they want ice creams, if Zomato offers more on ice creams, then people will buy orders from the Zomato, right? And if you consider another area where it is cold, people want to have something hot. If Zomato or Zepto gives offer on hotter food items, people tend to buy them and go for Zomato. So this is how the service applications like Zomato and Zepto use weather monitoring. And the other application of weather monitoring is going to be for people who are into data processing and who are into movement. For example, Ola. If you consider Ola, it has a service of movement of goods. There, if it is raining at a particular location of the city, the Ola can decide whether it has to increase the rate of the locomotion or reduce the rate. Moving on to the next feature, it is the security feature. We have camera installed into all these units. If you see any police standing outside the road, he has a camera on his desk, that what is called as body camera, right? What does it actually do? It is actually capturing the environment that is being around you. Similarly, using the same concept in our project also, we have camera in all these units. It will be able to capture a certain area around it, and so that in case it is connected to all these street lights, it will be able to constantly monitor the road. So it will be like continuous movement. If you consider street lights, they are positioned at certain distances so that the intensity is covered. Similarly, we can adjust our cameras in such a way that the intensity of light is matched with the intensity of the video, and these two, the outputs can be connected to the LED light that is being present in the opposite. This is how it basically will be attached to the existing ports. So it will,
No, where you will put all these wires?
Sir, this will be the input wires, sir.
No, I mean, okay, fine.
So inside, from the poles, like how the poles are powered from the power lines, sir. So we will be connecting these two wires to the power lines.
Okay.
And we have the inside mechanism that will give the output, and the output will be connected to the street lights.
Okay, in between you will cut wires and put this thing.
Yes, in between we will be controlling the circuit and controlling the intensity of the light also. So I will be touching more upon this now. In this case, it will be completely automated. Every process is completely automated. This is admin panel. In admin panel, first is automated mode. You can shift from there to manual mode. And then in manual mode, you can turn on off light as per your wish. And its intensity, dim, bright, that also you can do. These all are the vector values which you can obtain. And for getting that value, just we need power. If you power it, then it will start working.
No, how are you going to connect this to that server?
Sir, in this there is ESP32. So currently we are working on the Wi-Fi protocol, sir. So in the upcoming days, as we proceed, we'll be using different protocols such as the GSM. In case of remote areas, in case of developed areas, we'll be connecting it through Wi-Fi.
But Wi-Fi won't work even developing areas, right? I mean, street lights will be like over the roads, right?
Yes.
Then this much Wi-Fi coverage we will never have.
When you consider a WAN connection, sir, wide area network connection like Geo and all, everything has different poles for it.
No, but okay.
Yes, sir. Actually, we can make it more versatile by using different protocols, sir. We have protocols.
No,
like
protocols has nothing to do with. We are talking about technology here.
Yes, sir. Wi-Fi will connected to local router. From that local router, we are giving to server. So through that server, we are accessing.
No, that is fine.
Currently now, how it is working, ESP32 is there. ESP32 is connected with Wi-Fi. If it is connected with Wi-Fi, it will get its IP address. I am controlling everything with its IP address. I set up my own flash server and I will.
No, everything is IP address only. No, why are you specifying?
So I am getting this is my own flash server, and in this port I will forward the port. And when I will forward the port, I will get one URL. With that URL, you can control this from anywhere.
No, thing is you need something to access, right? Some technology to access. No, what I am saying is this you will deploy where is your targeted area?
Street, urban area, street.
Only urban area?
So initially only urban.
Okay, when you say urban area, do you get Wi-Fi everywhere?
Sir,
And even if you get Wi-Fi, why should they give access to your board? Right?
So we can pay them to get the access of Wi-Fi, and we are selling this data, all the data to others. And mainly we can sell this to government mainly to control the other. Like already there are some IoT streetlights installed in Bangalore. So we are upgrading that module like that. And the data like temperature, like they told Zomato and all those things, they are already doing all those weather monitoring. So instead of they doing from the beginning, we can send only data. And at the same time, we are used cameras. Through image processing, we are counting the people who are going there and all those things. So that those data in emergency cases, we can take photos and we can
Like
send
that.
to government also.
But this will be on a pole, is it?
We will change the location of the camera depending on the speed. In prototyping stage, we have to make one box. So we will
Okay, what is the distance between two boxes like this?
There is one street light here, it will be there. There is another street light, it will be there. But it depends on type of area. See, here the weather monitoring system is in every box. That is mode. One is off mode, and two are on mode. In that on mode, when motion is detected, at that time it will be its maximum capacity. And in night cases like 3 am and 4 am, at that time it will be less intense.
What is its cost?
So cost is so talking about its cost, sir. This is the prototyping thing that we have done, and it has costed approximately 3,000 rupees for us to prototype this.
So every street light we have to put this.
Yes.
And where are you going to put it?
Sir, actually, what happens is you have a street light, and we have spaces for it to get adjusted in the middle. Sir. So how is going? If this is the pole, this system will get
particular area, and we can monitor and we can see time. And the third thing we have focused on is CCTV surveillance footage. So depending on the number of people, it can count the number of people over there and detect and we can give that data or anyone who wants it.
So the thing is how it will work. We are again demonstrate this thing. So this will be the box. There is a street light pole, and in that pole it will go there. You need just to give it a direct power, and then it will start working. So this will be.
So we came up with a solution for all this problem. So what are the main problems we are facing in energy conservation and street light? So this product is mainly based on street thing. So what's happening in a street level? So lack of remote access of street light. So if it gets damaged or it's continuously on in the morning time, all those things we cannot control it remotely. So that is a problem we are having. And one more thing is limited CCTV coverages and all those things. And it's costly also to put CCTV to all the areas. And one is inaccurate weather data monitoring and all those things. So we are not just focusing on only controlling the street light. At the same time, we are we are monitoring the weather of that particular areas. So inside of one box, we are having all the features. So in market, there are multiple competitors who does smart street light and separate smart weather like we have already a competitor there or doing weather monitoring. So we are competing in such a way that all the things are integrated in one place and it is affordable to everyone and it should be easy for everyone. So those are the main goals we are focusing on this product.
The solution we are offering for this problems that we face over here is a smart light. So this smart light
We have a service of detecting or weather monitoring system. But when it comes to Google, we have a drawback of it cannot show it for a local precise area network. Like if you want to know for this Kumaraswamy alert, they don't have that specified local area network. So using this device, we can implement one or two of this device at some ranges so that we can accurately more precisely monitor the data, whatever changes in the weather. And lastly, coming to data analysis and research centers, there are many people out there looking for all the data. It may be of weather data, climatic changes data. It is very necessary that we need to look after how the weather is changing at some particular places. when we look into Bangalore, since Bangalore has very drastic changes in the climates in the morning, afternoon, and the night, such places we need to like observe, and there are some research going on in every place. They want to study in detail how the weather or climatic changes, or how it is being affected by the vehicles, how it is affected by the pollution, what all major steps they can take to overcome these climatic changes. So we can sell that data for such research institutes and educational institutes to make give some knowledge of like how everything is going in the environment, how we are able to get low rain, or how we can get this sudden floods. We can monitor such events, or what we say, some accidental measures can be taken to overcome such incidents. These are
So
all
the solution that you are providing is you are solving one problem and creating another 10 problems.
Sir, to make some profit from business, that's how business works. If you need to create a demand and then sell the product, or if you need to create a problem and then give a solution. That's how entrepreneurs work.
You are talking like MBA fellow, you know.
No sir, business.
You should talk like engineer, right?
No sir, when we look after this product as a business, sir, we have that, not as an engineer. This is market evaluation of this weather monitoring system. In India, we have, as mentioned earlier by Sudarshan, we have only 650 stations. But when you look into US, there is $1 billion market going on. This is an expected market for 25 to 2037. When you look into before that, there is 2.80 billion companies working in US, Canada, America in such devices. The thing is, the cost comes. They are charging for lakhs together for one device, which has got more precision, more accuracy, or more long range working. So that is a market cap if we implement in the large scale.